Hey y'all, this is Tam. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a little bit of glue booking. You may have seen this before, and this is just the page that I got out of my glue book. And if you want to know more about this, I handmade it. You can go back to video number 62 and it'll go more in detail if you want to know anything about this particular book. But I just took one of my pages. They're 3-hole punched ring bound pages. I just took one of them out, and this is the page that I'll be decorating on today to put in that book. So I'm going to be using some of my acrylic paint, and this is just an Art Skills set that I believe I got from Five Below. So I'm just going to be putting some paint down on the page, and I'm going to try to dry it with my heat gun here for the sake of time. But just know I have an idea as to what I want to put down on the page, but I don't have all the details really worked out in terms of color and so on and so forth. So I think I'm just going to try a variety of different colors and put them down here and see how it looks and go from there. I was going to record a video yesterday, but I just could not figure out what to do. I wasn't in a creative mood, I guess, just really in a rut, and I just could never pull it together to actually get to the point of doing something. So what I ended up doing was decorating the outside of my daily journal, and I'll show you what that looks like. So I ended up collaging the outside of this, and this is just my daily journal where I write in every day about whatever happened that day. So that's what I ended up doing. And I thought about recording it, but I was, again, not really sure how far I would get in that. And so I'm just using a little piece of plastic packaging for my, for how I'm going to put it down on the page. And I just put some dabs of acrylic paint on there, and I'm just going to do it like this. Swipe it on here. Not too many times because I don't want it to look muddy, but I'm going to try to fill a good portion of this page. So, and it's going to be a messy process, but that's okay. Nothing a little bit of water and soap can't fix. So I'm going to put some of this blue down, and if you guys want to know any of these colors, just let me know. But it's just basic colors. This one is primary blue. This one was permanent light green. This one was primary red, cadmium orange hue, and primary yellow. Put some of this blue down. And I don't know how much of my page I'm going to cover with elements, so that's why I'm trying to get as much of this page covered with paint as I can. And the blue is just acting as a border. And I think I'm going to do a little bit of one more color. Now, it doesn't take acrylic paint long to dry, so hopefully after I hit this a couple of times with my heat gun, it'll be pretty good to go. How about some purple? Do a little bit of this. And this says it's just regular purple. So I'll do a little bit of that. I hope you guys are doing okay. Hope today was a great day. Nothing pretty much going on. We, like everyone else, just staying inside, isolating ourselves, just trying to adjust, and that's pretty much all that's going on. So I hope you guys are doing well. I hope everything is going good. Hope you're adjusting. So it looks like a beautiful mess, I know, but again, this is a part of the process that I like for this particular journal, this glue book journal that I have. I just don't have any rules. Just put down pretty much whatever you want and don't really have to worry about, you know, making it look a certain way. I'm going to put a little bit more yellow on here, and if I had pink, I would put some of that on here too. I don't know how it would react to everything that's going on, but I just like pink. It's, you know, one of my favorite colors, and I'll just put it on anyway. But I don't have any pink in this particular set. I do have some pink in I think that apple barrel set that I got from Walmart, but I don't have that out and ready. So a good portion of this is going to be covered, which is fine, but I didn't know how much of it was going to be covered, so I just kind of wanted to get a lot of it on the page, and then I'll go from there to decide what I'm actually going to be able to see. So I'm going to dry this with my little heat gun here. Shouldn't take all that long. It's not on here really thick. It's pretty thin, and that first layer should already be drying. So I want it to be fully dry before I start sticking anything else on here. So I'm going to dry this and then I'll be right back. So that is completely dry. And what I did was I went through some of my magazine images and I found this lady, and I'm going to cut her out and I'm going to put her down on the page. And so right where this border is, I'm going to cut it off right there. And then I'm going to go around and cut the like that. Okay, so that's that. And I'm going to stick it down probably right about there. And believe it or not, I am on my last glue stick. And once I get done with this, I'm going to have to use wet glue because I don't have any other elements to glue stuff down. I've gone through a lot of glue sticks. I worked on my December daily a lot, and I guess I can show you guys that real quick. And it has gotten really, really chunky. And that's what that looks like. So if you can remember when I did a before the pen flip through of this journal, it was really flat. There are 3 signatures in here, but I have the ability to put a 4th one in here if I choose to do so. I don't know if I will or not. I may just move on to another journal once that gets full. But I used a lot of glue in that, and I have been doing my daily journal as well, so I'm using a lot of glue in that. And seeing as how I've been pretty much shut in for the last 3 weeks, going on 4. I haven't been shopping. I haven't been out to any craft stores. Not that any of them are open anyway, because I heard today, or not heard, but read today that Hobby Lobby closed. They're no longer open. And I'm sure Michael's is probably following suit, as well as Tuesday Morning and things like that. But you don't have to go to a craft store to get glue. You can pretty much find that a lot of places. I'm sure if I were to go to like Walmart, which you can also buy groceries there, or the place we go to most often to get groceries is Food Depot. They probably have glue sticks in there as well. I don't know. I haven't really looked for any in there. So that's my lady. There's going to be a glare because I can't get it to not be glary, especially now that I put the glue on the back. But what I'm going to do is create some hair. I cut these little squares out of a magazine that I have here, and I'll show you what it looks like. This is what the page in the magazine looked like, and well, this is another page. There were 2 pages like this, and I just cut the squares out of one of those pages, and I'll be gluing these squares down to kind of make hair on her head. And I'm not going to really worry about gluing these in any special order. There's a variety of different colors, and I'm just going to be gluing them down. Probably go back and forth because I believe when I cut them out, I did each row. So I may get all blue now, and then at some point I may get all yellow or red or something like that. So I'm going to try to just mix them up a little bit, but not, spending too much time focusing on that. I believe, yep, I put the glue on the wrong side of this one. See if I can get that right. So if you haven't guessed, this page is basically about color. Just not having any reservations or trying to be matchy-matchy. Just playing with colors, getting them down on the page, and just being creative with no purpose of trying to be perfect or perfecting anything. That's what it's looking like so far. So it's gonna look like she has like a big colorful afro with these little squares acting as her hair. And I put this color back there to kind of fill gaps, holes, and so there wouldn't be any white space. And then to tie into the theme of this page, which, you know, just using a mix match version of all different kinds of colors. Give you a look there. That's what it's looking like. I'm going to try to make it fuller, go all the way up until until I'm at the edge of the page, and then try to come out a little bit. So just kind of build on it. I have a lot of squares, plenty of those. I cut an entire page out. I'm not really sure how many. I didn't count them, but I think it's going to be more than enough to make it look the way I want it to look. Everything is sticky. I'll fold this in half. It's my little glue sheet. That's what I use to just glue stuff down. My hand is sticking to it. there. Everything has glue. My fingers are sticky. And use, I'm going to try to use all of these squares. Maybe put a red one up there, or a red-ish one. I don't think any of them, I forgot what this article was even talking about. The power of color and how color affects our thought process and how we view things, and the beauty of color and things like that. So the influences of color. What color can I put up there at the top? That one up there. And maybe come down the sides a little bit. That side. And I'm taking care not to put any over my holes here, but if I have to, I'll just punch it out again with my hole punch so that the page can go back into my little journal here. Let's see if I can sanitize a little bit, get some of that stickiness off of my hands. Okay. Didn't help a lot. So what have y'all been doing creatively while being indoors? I would love to know. Love to kind of get some suggestions, I guess. And I don't even want to say suggestions because I haven't really been feeling up to doing anything. Yesterday I sat over at this table most of the day and just couldn't pull it together. But sometimes creative ruts, blocks, is just a part of it. And I mean, once I finally realized I really wasn't going to do anything in terms of recording a video or anything like that, I just kind of packed it on up and went upstairs and just left it alone. Because you don't want to force the creative process. I mean, sometimes you have to encourage yourself, and you have to just, you know, say, okay, being creative is, you know, one of the things that I like to do. I'm not going to let the feeling of being stressed out, overwhelmed, or just not able to come up with something to discourage me from doing it. But I think we all know ourselves well enough to know when you just need extra motivation and when you're literally forcing yourself to do something. And that's kind of like what I was feeling like. If I had done something, it was going to be a force, because that's just how it was. So a couple more pieces and we'll be done. That will be pretty much it for this part of the process. Put that down there. And maybe put this one over there. So that's what we got. The colorful afro. Now, maybe even, I see on this side, I don't even remember, I think she had an ear showing on that side, I can't even remember, but an ear is definitely showing on that side, so it looks like it's a little unbalanced to a certain degree, because I can see the ear over there, and I may just cut out, let me cut out, what, probably maybe 2 pieces would cover that. Cut out 2 of these little squares from this other page. And put one right there. And put one right there. And kind of make it match a little bit. Alright. And one up there. Now, that looks a little better to me. So now what am I going to do? I'm going to see if I can find in this magazine maybe something else to kind of add to it. I started to use this picture right there, Lupita, but I changed my mind on that one. Seeing if there's something I could use in here. I think I'm looking for like jewelry. I saw some rings, but I'm looking for something maybe more like a necklace or some earrings that I could put on her. And I'm going to look through this one in the other magazine that I have and see if I can find something. And if I do, I will let you guys see what I chose, and I'll be right back. Okay, I could not find any earrings in the magazine, but I went through my stash and I found these little foam, what do you call them? Foam stickers, and I got these in some Happy Mail from one of my pen pals, Michelle, and it's like a whole bag of hearts, and it's kind of like a princess, it's princess themed, and so it has like a little castle hearts, these little pink flowers, and these little wands, and so wands like a magical wand, W-A-N-D, and so I'm going to use these for earrings. Just turn them upside down and have them dangling from her ears, or where her ears would be, and use them for earrings. I like it, and they're pink, so I like it even more. So just kind of use these as earrings. It looks like one is up higher than the other, doesn't it? So where do I want it? So probably, let's see. Is that better? It looks like it's still, and I'm putting a line in her face. Looks like this one is still up higher. See if I can bring this one down a little bit. Not too far down. Yeah, probably right there. That should be fine. I can easily fall into the, let me make this perfect trap. And I pulled out these little pink flowers as accents for her hair. I think I'll just kind of scatter them about, just kind of to decorate her hair a little bit. Yeah, something like that. Maybe pull this one down a little bit. Yep, let's go for it. So sometimes, just to get out of a creative rut, and when you're feeling up to it emotionally, which I think was more my problem than anything yesterday, emotionally I was just not, it wasn't just a creative rut, like, you know, it was a little bit more going on in my mind, my heart, and I just wasn't going to force it. But if you're having just a regular creative rut, regular meaning you don't know what to do, how to do it, and you're so focused on it being perfect and all those things, just start doing something. That has worked for me in the past, and so that's pretty much what I'm doing today. Just get something down on a page. Don't worry about whether or not it's going to be perfect. Just and you'll find that once you just start, you know, putting some elements down on the page, you won't be so focused on, you know, the perfection of it. You'll just enjoy the process of it. And so that's pretty much what I like about this. And so I think I want to put like a title or something on here. I don't know, maybe it's all glittery and shiny, and now that she has her little bling on with the hair elements and the earrings. How about just looking in the magazine here to see if I can, or maybe just put down the words confident. How about that? That sounds right. I'm going to put that down maybe in my black acrylic paint. I hope you'll be able to see that in that is for glue. This one is for glue. My glue brushes, I washed everything out, but see if I can just put down the word confident, and maybe even, this is my grunge matte anyway. It's pretty much, it goes through a lot. This is the, and maybe this brush is too big. Maybe this one. A little water on there. Confident. Being creative takes courage, and being creative online takes even more courage because you expose yourself to both constructive and non-constructive criticism. But let me put my T back here so I can kind of know how tight to squeeze my other letters in here. And just confident. Sometimes you just gotta be confident. Don't worry about what other people are doing, what other people are saying. Put my N here. And I'll make them bolder once I get it down. CONFIDE. Could have moved that E a little bit closer to that N. It's gonna be a tight fit. That's okay. If I had to move that E over a little bit, it would have been fine. And my N is just doing its own thing. But I'm just doubling up on the paint here just to bold it a little bit more so that it won't be so easily hidden in all that color that's behind it. Confident. So don't let nobody discourage you from doing you. There's a lot of comparison on especially the social media platforms, but just do you. And if you don't feel confident enough to put your stuff out there on social media, then maybe start by sharing it with a friend or two, somebody that you know is going to, you know, be constructive with their criticism, just to help you grow and get better. And maybe you'll one day get the courage to put your stuff online. I'm not an artist by trade. I do this for fun, so this isn't how I pay my bills. I could care less what people say or think, but I know some people are striving to be a professional artist, and it, you know, it hurts when someone kind of say certain things to make you feel like you're not good enough. But if you do it for fun like I do, you're going to have to develop some nerves of steel just to put your stuff online. Confident. And so that's pretty much what I'm going to put in my book. It was fun. Relieved some stress. And at the end of the day, it brought me to this table to do a little bit of something. So, move all of that out of the way. And that's what we got. Isn't that cute? And it's going to go in my little book here. And one day I'm going to do a flip through, I guess, of this book. I just do a page here and a page there, most of which you guys have been along with me as I do them. I'm going to need another hole. And is that hole going to be... Yeah, I may have to move this one over just a little bit because I believe when I hole punch my hole back in here, which I should have done before this moment, I believe it's going to... Now, so this is your home, Miss Confident. And that's my little glue book art journal page for today. I think it's cute, you know. Not perfect. If you go through it with a fine-tooth comb, I'm sure you're going to find all kinds of I wish I could have done this, and this, but that's not what this is about. And I'm thinking about even putting some glue. This is glitter glue, and it's silver. I'm thinking about putting some of that on the word confident. How about that? I think I'm going to do it. I think I'm going to do it, y'all. I'm going to put this glitter glue on there. Let me put it on something that's not going to stain my little craft mat here. I've moved my, trying to find a... Put it on here. Just put a little bit of this. Come on out of there, girl. I need you. You've been waiting to be used. Today's the day. And it's so far down in there. Yep, just add one more thing onto my fingers. That's been the theme for today, messy. I'm going to put a little bit of this glitter on this word confident. And it kind of ties in with the silver in her earrings. A little shine. Never hurt no girl that's trying to dress it up a little bit. A little bit of sparkle here and there. Now I know it takes this glitter glue a minute to dry, so I won't be able to close my book right after I'm done. Probably just sit it somewhere on the shelf and let it dry for a day or so, and then it should be good. And it's moving my paint a little bit. That's okay. Just dabbing it on here. Yep. Almost done. Almost done. And while I wrap it up here, I guess I'll go ahead and say my outro. Thank you guys so much for being a part of my channel. If you're not a subscriber, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Also hit the notification bell so you can know when I upload new videos. Maybe this is your first time here. and you want to look at a few videos, please feel free to do so before you decide to join. But I basically on this channel do all kinds of little journaling type things. I make journals, I journal in journals. I have a junk journal, a writing journal, a daily journal, a poetry journal, all kinds of journals. Devotional journal, traveler's notebook journal. And so it's just a journaling channel for the most part, is what I do on here. But you may not know that I have a second channel. It's a Bible journaling channel where I exclusively just journal in my Bible and talk about my faith. That is linked down below. I also have an Etsy shop where I have some of the things that I have made and put together for sale. That link is also down below. Please feel free to take a look over there to see if there's anything over there you might be interested in. And don't forget to thumbs up this video. So that's pretty much it. That is the end of this particular process. So I'll give you guys a close-up here in just a second so that you can see what the final product looks like. So those are all my little color blocks at the top and the little pink flowers that I adorned that color block afro with, and the little glitter earrings that are hanging with the little stars on them, and the word confident down there at the bottom. And that's pretty much it. Again, thank you guys so much for being a part of my channel, and as always, I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Bye.